After the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And he'll give it here to his running back. Room past the 20. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Now they try the right side here. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He could see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, Mayo. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. And he's going to try and do this himself. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal. Back to throw. Mayo. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great... Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Runs over him, and he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
And as many coaches...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge, a successful one. They'll try again. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 173 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Off the play fake. Mayo. And he's got this to Jefferson. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 1st and 10, Mayo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Throwing on 1st down, Mayo. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, They might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And finally brought down at the 38.
Complete to number 14. A gain of 14.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Shoves him aside. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big pickup there on the run.
First down, Buccaneers.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did. Before tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
Second and 10.
Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looking to throw. Mayo. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some space here. He's at the 50. 30, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down past the 40. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great... And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Hurdles over him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's got this down to the 35.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Brought down at the 35.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now a handoff here to his running back. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. It has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check. 53 fly.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're...
Big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tampa Bay, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.